All right, welcome to the FlamesTV Live podcast. It's really more the FlamesTV podcast in this case. Dillon Dube joins us, and we got the Heritage Classic coming up. And right off the bat, I know because we want to get this packed up and headed up to Edmonton. You guys are on your way now. Welcome, by the way. We're just showing off the gear right away. But what do you think of the sticks? You were testing it out today. The little CCM action. It's got the old school wrap on it.
Yeah, they look good. I remember when I was a kid. There's a stick that came out, looked like this, vintage wood. I was trying to get my hands on it, so
yeah,
never got it. So lucky enough, this will be a keepsake one day. I think. I think the vintage always sticks out to everybody when you're, for me, my age, my parents, my dad's always talking about this, all the sticks that look like this. Yeah, so it's definitely funny that our sticks are pretty high quality, but
yeah,
I guess I can say to him now that I use the vintage stick.
The vintage stick, yeah, that's right. Still a little lighter than the old CCMs,
but a little different. But
I was gonna say, like, you never used a wood stick at all, did you? Maybe street hockey or anything like that, or what?
Street hocky. I think I had that Paul Coffey curve that 99% of kids had there with the big hook. Yeah. So it's it's an impressive stick, to be honest. What they did.
It's awesome.
CCM did a good job with skates and all, and everything to get us looking sharp and bring this into true Heritage Classic. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. We're excited about it. I'm going to hand this off, though, as we go. Make sure we get that on the truck. It's got to get up to Edmonton.
I need that tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to need that.
A couple of goals in there.
What do you make of the look? I mean, the practice jerseys today, all the gear, like from our vantage point, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. I think just the details they did in it, like the numbers on her helmet, the beige color there, and everything about it, the logo. It's for me, growing up Flames fan, I think I like the retro. I think it brings back the, where this team started. Once we made our regular jerseys the retro, I think that was, not a big day for me, but like an exciting day, because I think those are the jerseys you see. That's what represents Calgary. So, this is a special game for sure going into it too, and just having that. That old-time hockey look is pretty cool.
Yeah. We were saying it's kind of different in a way because you're trying to get a season off and, you're focused on your game last night, for example. But this event has always kind of been lingering in the background. But now that, it's coming, you guys are heading up there today. Did you feel the buzz maybe with the guys in the dressing room about what, how special this weekend's going to be for you guys?
For sure. I think, I think when we came in today, it was business.
Sure.
Talked a little bit about last night and, it's a big day tomorrow, but, this is a game of 82 games we play this year. It's an important one. We had a good practice today, good skate, got the legs going, and once the practice was done, we put in a good effort today. I think that's when it was time to enjoy it. A lot of guys have family around for the last couple of days, and right when we blew the whistle to end practice, it's time to enjoy this and soak this moment in for sure.
Nice.
It's a little bit of history too, right? I mean, there's been outdoor games and plenty of them. Obviously, it's a huge fixture on the schedule, but a first Battle of Alberta outdoors. I mean, is it kind of cool to think about? Looking back, you'll be a part of history when it comes to these outdoor games.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that, to be honest. That this is the first one, so that's incredible. It's too bad it wasn't in Calgary. Would have been. I think obviously they would be saying the same thing if it was in Calgary, but it's gonna be a good battle. There's gonna be a lot of Flames fans there as well that I know. So it's special. It's kind of hard to put into words. I think that day is gonna be a little bit of a blur, to be honest. And I think once that game's over, I think you're gonna feel the emotion a little bit of it after and how special that actually was.
First NHL game, but don't lie here. I'm sure you grew up and there were plenty of Oilers and Flames jerseys on the outdoor rink a little bit growing up around here, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's weird, to be honest, to go do this. This time of the years and Cochrane outdoor rink starts to pick up and we always have those games out there late at night when it starts getting dark and around that time. So it's gonna be different, to have my parents there and just that family skate day and them always coming on the ice with me when I was younger and my brother. So it's gonna be a special day for everybody for sure. And it's nice that, we head up there today and get familiar with it just so we are ready for the game.
Well, and the family, you know, it's funny because we were just talking about Ilya yesterday, and you know, NHL debut, you think about family and friends, but this event is very similar in that, you know, you get to, you know, it's not very often in an NHL schedule where you can actually share, you know, the ice, and you know, there's sometimes around Christmas, but to have, it really is a family type event. I mean, how much does that mean to you guys to be able to, you know, bring those who are close to you and be able to, you know, go through this all together?
Yeah, for sure. I think with our schedule, playing every other day, I think you kind of get wrapped up in game after game. And, you know, I think for me, luckily playing here, my family comes to a lot of the games. But this game has a whole different meaning to it with them coming. I think, you know, you go out there and you play for your teammates. Obviously, it's the 82-game season. That's exactly what you want. But this game, I think, has a little bit more on it where you can enjoy it and appreciate it, and you know, just that family skate the day before, I think a lot of people will take it in. I know I'm going to try and enjoy it because it's hopefully something I'll remember for the rest of my life, and you know, I think this game has a little bit more on it just from the, you know, personal side of it and life.
Sure. Well, and kind of on that note, this means a lot to you, obviously, having worked your whole life to get to this point and enjoy these types of moments, but for the people that help get you there, like you just said, for them to be able to get to experience it alongside you and be on that ice with you. I mean, that's got to just up the ante a little bit, I imagine. For
sure. Yeah, I think, you know, my parents were asking, do we sharpen up the old skates? Well, I think their skates probably look like that stick there. I don't know.
So a little rusty or
what?
Yeah,
a little rusty. So
leather? The leather
Yeah,
skate?
the old Vapor 30s. So those are
nice.
10 years old, and those are hitting the market. So I think you know,
rust on the blades.
Yeah, exactly. I hope they can skate. But I right away wanted them to come. I know there's going to be a lot of people. If they don't get on the ice, so be it. But you know, there's going to be a lot of kids. I think everyone can appreciate the kids being on the ice more. I think they'll enjoy it. But right away I wanted them to bring their skates just to kind of like, it's an NHL rink per se that they're going to be able to go on and be on the ice with them. It'll be a pretty special thing, to be honest, even if they're just around it, looking around and being able to be a part of it.
Well, we were just talking about it before we started, and I'll ask you now just on, but it's like, you know, those days when you were out there with your parents and you're saying in Golden, I mean, that it kind of has a little bit of a flashback to it. I mean, what do you remember about getting started and being able to share the ice as the kid growing up?
Yeah, well, I'll start in Golden. This might be a good time to apologize to my neighbors and go and put a couple holes in their siding throughout the years, and
just part of the deal.
Yeah, I remember.
Those are memorable holes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember. But you know, right away, right when it got cold out, we built the foundation for our backyard rink. My cousins had a rink in the alley behind us, so we could see into each other's yards. Made the lights set up, and you know, all the friends and friends would come out and play, and we would have tournaments. So we would have like a game going on at my cousin's, game going at ours, and like winner switch, and had tournaments going out throughout it in Golden. So it was, you know, it was a lot of time spent on the outdoor rink. I don't know if I almost enjoyed the outdoor rink more than hockey at that point, but yeah, it's something a kid always loves to do. It's just like it's pure enjoyment when you're doing it with your friends, for sure.
What do you remember about the Heritage Classic that was here in Calgary? Were you a fan back then, watching that, taking it in? You know, I mean, there's so many memories that guys have of maybe one day picturing themselves in that moment. But for you, you were kind of, you know, getting pretty serious into your hockey career at that point. Where were you kind of at in that?
For me, I think, you know, I definitely knew what was going on. For me, I don't think I wrapped my head around it as much. I kind of just thought, oh, it's outdoor game, pretty cool. Like, hopefully they're not too cold out there. Hopefully they can still play a game. For me at that age, it was pretty young to wrap my head around it, to be honest. Like, I remember seeing it for sure, and you know, just for me, what sticks out in my head is just all the pictures of Jerome McGinley. I remember he made like unbelievable saucer pass on that outdoor rink ice to Bork there, I believe it was. So, like, I remember it, like it's in my head, but definitely once you get a little bit older, you realize like kind of the magnitude of this game for us to go out and play.
And the Jose Theodore had the toque over the helmet. There's like little things that stand out now. You go back in time, right? Those little little memories, little pictures.
Well, speaking of memories, you were on the post-game show last night. If we get a chance, we'll have to show you this weekend. Speaking of saucer passes, Corey Sarich, his little sauce, it must have bounced 10 times before it landed on the stick, something like that.
Hopper.
Six hopper.
Yeah, but
so something to get used to, I guess.
As long as it works out.
Connected.
Primary assist.
Yeah, primary assist, and Bork ended up finishing that one too.
Yeah.
So, it's. Have you thought about, like, do you have to kind of go look around when you're out there, like, when you're taking the surroundings, the sight lines, and all that stuff, or is it pretty much once it starts, it all feels pretty normal?
You know what? I think you can enjoy the moment while you're in it. I think it'll give you some energy throughout it, and you have a bad shift, the puck's not going to bounce the right way. I think just to appreciate it and know that that's the type of game it's going to be, I think it can motivate you, and I think especially with our last couple of games right now, I think it can be an exciting thing for our group to get out there and go play and have that enjoyment in it. And we're playing outdoors in Canada, one of the biggest things we got going on here in Alberta right now. So it's a thing that you can definitely enjoy throughout the game.
Well, kind of on that note, Dillon, and you touched on it there. A couple of tough games this week, but this, I assume, provides a little bit of a reset for you guys, and it is the Battle of Alberta, as you said. No love lost between these two teams, so I'm assuming on some level this could be the tonic for you guys to maybe get your game back in order and put on a show for the fans, hopefully.
Yeah, and they're in the same boat right now too, so it's it's a good test for both teams. This could be a kickstart for for us and getting that chance to go out there and play a really good game. I think it's tomorrow's going to be a hard fought game for everybody, and it can bring the group pretty tight together, and especially after a big win, it'd be nice. Hopefully, have some family in the dressing room and see everybody. It'd be a good memory, and definitely something we could look back on that could keep us together as a group.
Looks like the forecast is pretty good too. I think that we're all kind of hoping for it's got to be cold enough, but not minus 25 like it was in 2011, right? That's it. We just want, I think -1 would be perfect, right?
I'm good. I got my eyebrows. They'll keep me warm. I'm good. Yeah, I know. So we'll see.
Facial hair too.
I know. I've been growing the beard out here just to keep myself warm through. I don't need a balaclava or anything. I think I'm good.
Well said. Hey, thanks for doing it, bud, and enjoy it. It's gonna be a lot of fun this weekend.
Yeah, I'm awesome, and same to you guys. Enjoy it. Should be fun for everybody. So looking forward to seeing everyone there and having a good time.
Looking forward to it. Sunday, 5 p.m. puck drop, Battle of Alberta, the first time it's ever gone outdoors. Dillon Dube, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, guys.